We'll have a look at the forecast getting into the whole weekend, but in summary, it's going to be summertime, really, and very much warming into the 80s today. Humidity on the increase. We're going to start to get into some storm chances, those, pop-up storm chances with heat and humidity. Record high is 90 on this day. Hopkins set back in 2012. So we'll be in the ballpark. And speaking of that, we've got a Tribe game to play again this evening. We'll talk that weather. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s this morning. 61 degrees downtown. We'll be heading out to our back patio again here in just minutes because it's too nice to stay inside. I bet that's how you felt yesterday. Most of you are in the 50s. It is a comfortable, just clear as can be morning. 6 a.m. sunrise is going to be a beautiful one again. And across the region, we're seeing mainly 60s and 70s. By tomorrow this time, we won't have all the 50s that we're looking at right now. We're going to be more 60s as we're waking up on your Saturday. So the warm up continues into the weekend. The Greek Fest is one of many things going on, and it starts today with temperatures in the 80s and sunshine. I would say that's going to be perfect weather for that. If you're heading to the Tribe game, we're 80, right around 81 for first pitch at 7:10. And then temperatures will slip back into the 70s throughout the game, but you will not even need a jacket for that tonight. And you're really not going to need those jackets heading out the door. We'll have winds from the southwest, but not real breezy. 5-10 miles an hour sustained, high pressure in control, an abundance of sunshine across the region today. No showers or thunderstorms at all today. We're going to start to present those into the forecast more over the weekend. But even then, it'll still be isolated. And look at where we are by 3 o'clock this afternoon. The low 80s showing up, 83 Akron already, Elyria. Here's a look at your extended forecast. And yep, it's going to get even hotter. We're planning on mid to upper 80s through Memorial Day. And there will be about a 40% chance of some scattered showers and storms late tomorrow. Not a washout. I want to stress that. Sunday, even more isolated. Upper 80s Monday, Memorial Day. The weather should cooperate for all the services and things planned, and it stays warm as we all head back to work on Tuesday.